My friends, it is my greatest pleasure to welcome you all to another brand new Realm News. I am your humble host, the Dark Lord, the one who puts the real in Realm and expands your mind one block at a time. I am very happy that you all could gather around and listen to this particular episode today. Why is that? Well, not only do I have the famous repeat Minecraft mastermind MichaelTBH back on the show today, but I am giving him this show specifically to talk about dual wielding and combat. Just combat. It's just combat. That's it. His whole platform is combat, folks. If you've been following Michael or the show, you know this because he's been my third guest. Speaking about dual wielding, if you all have been longtime patrons of the show, then you all know about MichaelTBH, is what I'm trying to say. Long-running dual wielding campaign that he has been running now for 616 days as I record this today. By the time this releases, it will have had many more days added to that number unless Mojang gave us a Christmas present. Maybe they did. Maybe they gave us one in the form of combat dual wielding. That would be amazing. Anyway, since MichaelTBH is the chief proponent for dual wielding coming to Bedrock Edition, I figured I would give him an entire episode allowing him to convince us why Mojang should implement it. So, without further ado, let's bring in MichaelTBH and give him the floor on dual wielding and combat in Minecraft. And by the way, I should slip this in. This is a follow-up. I did that impromptu last week with Nex. Well, I took those questions from this script here, Michael, that I'm about to ask him, and gave them to Nex. So I wanted to cross-compare their two minds. And so it's going to be really interesting. Go back, listen to that episode after you get done listening to this one. And just and hear their two opinions. Anyways, let's get the show started, folks. Hello, my friends, and welcome to a brand new Realm News where we have repeat Realm News contributor, Minecraft mastermind, streamer, founder of Lightborn, and the creator and promoter of the 616 plus ongoing dual wielding campaign that is pushing for the use of the offhand on Bedrock. MichaelTBH, welcome back to Realm News, my friend. How are you?
Hello, thank you for having me back. I'm good. I was listening to your little speech about me. Very good boost of the ego until I heard the day counter, which makes me very depressed. But other than that, I'm great. Yeah, it's good to be back on after so long.
You're always welcome back on the Realm News, my friend. You came on, I believe, you were my third guest ever after Zetterstrand, and
That's crazy.
I know, it was crazy. And I think, actually, your recording came out the day I recorded with him. So that was crazy. Your first recording with me. But anyways, you were on day, I think, 72 or 74 back then. And now, as we record today, you're on day 616, according to my math. Wait, you have posted 615. Sorry, maybe my math is off. But anyways, that's a long time. How do you started this on March 19th, 2024, I believe?
Yeah, roughly. Yeah.
About then? Okay, and you're 4 months away or 129 days from this hitting its 2-year anniversary. My first question to you, what made you start this campaign on March 19th, 2024? Did something specifically push you into making this that day?
I mean, at first, it started off as like a joke. It was like, internet,
really?
please. Yeah, it was like, please notice me. Internet, please. I want some followers. No, I mean, I've always kind of, always. I originally did not like 1.9, but I think it was like, I look at Bedrock and I'm like, there's parity issues here. What is the biggest issue that I can get behind and truly, because there's issues that, you know, Bedrock doesn't have, but Java has certain things like the Nether roof. I don't really care about the Nether roof, so I'm not going to sit here and like advocate for it for 600 days. So I was like, okay, let's do the offhand. Now, it did start off as a joke, and I was always like, I always knew, okay, we have the offhand, but I'm asking for parity. I'm asking to be able to use items because we don't. Other than the shield, the other items you're not really using.
Yeah.
Um, and I want a more. Well, I want every single item to be able to be put in the offhand, right? Obviously, Bedrock doesn't have that yet. It is what it is. So I was like, okay, we'll just start off as a joke, and I think that was reflected in my posts because I never, for like 200 days, I posted it without the link, without really tagging Mojang. But that was only because I didn't want to come across as like harassing them. Um, so I never was like tagging them, and then I never posted the link, frankly, because I didn't really know about the feedback site at the time. Um, but I was like, okay, we'll just do this, and then eventually it snowballed into something I should actually care about.
Yeah.
um, and I did, I learned more about 1.9 as a whole because I think the two have to come together in some way. Um, and yeah, that is kind of how it started, really.
I really enjoy hearing that story of how it started off as a joke and then over time progressed to this now 600-day plus serious campaign you have going on, where you even now have daily attached a feedback.minecraft.net link
Mm.
for a petition that you're trying to get people to sign. And how's that going for you?
Well, okay, so the history of that, basically, just for some context, is when I was in the period of not tweeting out a petition, people were tweeting at me like, "Why don't you tweet one out? Like, it makes more sense. If you're rallying people together, that you can be like, okay, go there and voice your opinion, right? So it makes more like sense.
Hmm.
Um, so I was like, okay, we'll find like the highest voted one. It wasn't, I don't think, at the time, but I just found it was like 44-ish, 40-ish votes. So I was like, okay, sure, we'll see how it goes. I didn't make the petition.
Hmm.
Someone else, I don't know who they are, but I kind of yoinked it and was like, here, use this, right?
Yeah.
Um, it was always until recently lagging behind the day counter, and I was always like, I would like it if it passed the day counter. Um, a few YouTubers have picked it up and promoted it, so that also gave it like a boost. Like I think 1
Oh,
month.
cool. Do you know
Yeah.
those YouTubers?
Um, well, well, not contact, but I do talk to Waddles, Prowl, and Toyka about the offhand. Um, so they obviously Toyka especially does talk about the offhand a lot and
Hmm.
parity as a whole. So he brought it up a few times, which helps a lot, obviously.
Yeah.
Um, so it quickly I didn't take much notice of it, but I was monitoring its like success over time, and then recently, like day 600 ish, which we're obviously near, but we've only just surpassed that milestone. It
Mm.
surpassed the day counter, um, which I don't know if that means anything significant, right? I don't know if that means anything like massive, but it's just nice to have that surpass it. And the votes are like 630, 638 ish. I do check every day.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
looking at right now. Says 638, which is
yeah.
impressive.
So like my goal eventually was I need this to get front page because Mojang can't ignore it. Um, Now front page is like obviously it's in sections, but it's front page of the gameplay uh, tab of the feedback site,
Okay.
um, which is pretty significant because obviously there's a lot of random stuff for gameplay. I can't really
I'm
remember, but
sure.
there's some like three of the messages or three of the posts are like pinned posts that are outdated. So this it's like whatever. Some of them are like nonsensical feedback things that aren't going to get added no matter what Mojang do. So no matter what we do, like I don't know what they are, but there's some really weird suggestions on
Yeah.
there.
I've not
Um,
seen the suggestions, but I've seen all the categories, and there's a lot.
yeah. So we recently hit front page, which is good because
Really?
yeah, it's good.
Congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. I mean, it's good, right? It's good if Mojang um stick behind what they say in that they check feedback site regularly. I don't know if they do. They may do, they may not, whatever. But if they do check it regularly, they've seen the petition. That naturally, right? Because gameplay is such a big part of drops and updates and stuff like that, obviously.
Yeah.
So they've had to have seen that, in my
I
opinion.
would hope.
Yeah, you'd think.
How long has it been up on the front page? Sorry to cut you off.
No worries. It's been about. It hasn't been that long. It's been like 2 weeks, if that.
Okay.
Not too long. And obviously, you have to keep up the votes so that it doesn't get overtaken. But there's a bit of a gap between my post and the post beforehand, so I think it should stick on the first, unless some post gets crazy traction. Which it takes a long time for a post to get, unless you've got like a huge backing, like a YouTuber's back, like constant backing. Because I mean, I had backing from YouTubers, but like they've tweeted it like once or twice and kind of moved on from it. Unless you've got like a YouTuber constantly like do this, like every other, like what I'm doing. But imagine I've got like 10 times the following on all the social medias.
Yeah.
It's going to take you a long time to get a feedback post, even past 100 votes, honestly.
So you're doing really well with 638. And it's been climbing. I've been seeing you post about it gaining traction.
Yeah.
It's landmarks, and weren't you at 500 not too long ago?
No, it was very recently we hit 500.
Yeah, so you're jumping up pretty fast.
Yeah, and it's important to show that the feedback site is getting votes, and to be like, oh, we just hit this milestone, because people need to know that it's like the thing, that the effort we're doing means something.
So of course you want that, keep that momentum going.
Yeah,
the energy.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, and that gets people pumped, seeing that it's gaining traction like that. I know it does for me. No, that's exciting, man. And no, I think that's really cool that you picked a somewhat older post of offhand, rather random, you said, right?
Yeah, I mean, it was like, I'm not gonna do too much digging. I'll probably just find the first one I see, but I want to have a feedback post that has got some votes, not like 5, because you just can't work with that, right?
Yeah.
And this had a few comments on it, so I was like, and it had a good, in my view, good description. So I was like, okay, yeah, we'll just do that one, right? And it doesn't really hurt to have more than one offhand feedback site that's got loads of votes, because obviously the more votes they all accumulately have, the more, like, obviously it'll get higher up in the list, so Mojang will see it, right? And they'll see multiple, not just one. So it's good, in my opinion, to just do whatever.
Well, let's get this one going. Everybody go out there, go to Michael's Twitter, now X account, and click on his dual wielding campaign link there and sign that petition. Become one of the votes. Let's get it up there. What are you aiming for next goal? 1,000?
1,000 might be a bit depressing. It's not really. I don't know how, like. Oh, the vote. Oh no, wait, votes. Yeah,
votes.
I was going to say day counter. No, we don't want 1,000 days.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about votes. Yeah,
votes.
What's your next voting goal?
Like 1,000,
750.
Let's do a little bit of research. So I would say 1,000 votes would be incredible. And I also would say 1,000 votes is very possible. I think we could hit 1,000 votes next year, honestly. But 1,000 votes on the gameplay tab. If I'm not
by January 1st, sorry to interrupt.
No, just next year, right?
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Maybe like yeah. But if you were to go to the feedback site, there's like, obviously the highest voted one is Seasons at almost 20,000, right? If you were to get the feedback post, sorry, to 1,000, it would be very high. It would be behind Cape slot unlocked. Okay, yeah, like, what is this? Okay, Cape slot unlocked by advancements. No, it's a post from 2018. What are we doing? Like, there's like Silk Touch 2, which it's got like 800 votes, which we can like, that's not happening. They're not doing Silk Touch 2. creeper or man achievement. What? And then you've got
Oh
like
man, yeah,
caves and
what?
cliffs, update, increased depth of underground. They've literally done that, so I don't know why it's still on there. Um,
Yeah,
and
that's
we're at
crazy.
638, and there's one behind us that's recipe book. Yeah, so obviously we'd be like if we got 1,000, we'd be middle of the road on the feedback side, and it would be very hard to beat 1,000 votes for any new um,
Dang.
post.
So 1,000 is. So you're telling us that 1,000 is that's superb.
Yeah, 1,000 in my mind you can't ignore.
And if they did, what would you have to say to Mojang?
Um, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I've talked about their lack of communication for a while, even before the Jibbles encounter. I've had issues with their communication or lack thereof.
Would you
Um,
like to talk about that right now?
I mean, briefly, they just don't talk to us, right?
Yeah.
They just don't, and I don't. And when they do, I can't remember the YouTuber, but there's a YouTuber that made a video on the recent bugs on Windows 10 edition. I can't remember, but he kind of kickstarted this whole thing, and he was talking about how he spoke to someone or something like that, or someone spoke to someone, and they kind of talked to them like they were like a child,
Oh
like
wow.
you would ask like, oh, so like, oh, another example. So he asked someone at Mojang, when is hardcore mode coming to Bedrock? Like, do you guys have like a plan? Like, I'm not asking for a date. I'm just asking. And it was like the answer was, yeah, we'll add it soon. Like we're thinking about adding. It's not really an answer. You're just rephrasing the question, right? Um, so I
Hmm.
don't think Mojang will notice the dual wielding counter. I don't think they have. It'd be nice. Realistically, if they again if they are true to what they say in that they are monitoring the feedback site constantly, they've seen it. But I don't know if I trust that anymore. To be honest with you,
Yeah. It does appear like they have kind of fell off the radar. Kind of gone radio silent this year. I know,
yeah,
to me, anyways. I mean, to me, the lack of communication kind of well, it made sense at the time, I suppose, but that because they went on summer break, but it was around Chase the Skies when all the
mm,
bugs came out. They released the bugs and then they went on vacation. And I was like, that doesn't make sense. Why would you do such a thing? And even though they're supposed to have a team emergency type team to fix those types of situations, it never got resolved. and
no,
for a long time. But so yeah, I wonder what their internal department, like their communications department, is like, or however, whatever that's called. I don't know how it operates. Their marketing's unusual too. You know, I like their goofy stuff that they do, but it's so unpredictable and it's all over the place.
oh yeah, it's just not like it's not. I think of the caliber of the best-selling game in the world, in my opinion.
No, that's a good
Um,
way to put it.
and I think that they don't use Twitter, which I can sympathize with, but at the same time, you are alienating a huge. Okay, granted, a bunch of tourists, but a bunch of actual players that play the game.
Hmm.
Um, Now, what I mean by tourists is these are people that you'll find on Twitter. I'm sure you may have seen these people and people listening, where they'll just complain about the game, and it's like one, like, it could be multiple scenarios, right? This thing that they're complaining about doesn't exist, or hasn't existed for years, or is on the
Yeah.
verge of changing, and what that all accumulates to is this person has not played the game in 5, 10, however long, many years, right? And
Yeah.
they're stuck in this whole like pre Microsoft's acquisition era where Notch had the game, and that those were the golden. That was the golden age, right? Um,
It is funny. Yeah, you're very right about that, though. I've noticed it.
yeah,
They want the old nether back. They want everything restored.
yeah,
Exactly. Pre-acquisition days.
yeah. So I can sympathize with Mojang that they kind of like don't want to touch Twitter with a 20-inch pole, but like at the same time you have to. Like you have like what are we doing? We're going on Blue Sky and
Well,
genuinely talking to people like unironically Blue Sky. Like is that what we're doing? I don't know.
It kind of blows my mind that honestly, it being the biggest game and with all the money they earned, that they don't have a person actively, with a Minecraft account on every social platform. Because it's kind of crazy to me that you have to go to Twitter, now X, to get the news there. I mean, I know that they have TikTok, WhatsApp, but those are rather I don't use TikTok, honestly.
I
I know a
don't.
lot of people do.
I don't.
Yeah, I had a feeling you didn't. I know a lot of people do, but I have never touched TikTok. I've never got really into their socials, but I don't know. Just to me, I think they could do a better job. I do agree with you in their how they communicate. Now, my question next is maybe you're not shocked. Maybe you're just rather numb to it now. But how do you feel that now that you're 4 months away from a full 2 years for asking for this? Um, wh- how do you feel about that? It being 2 years on this campaign, almost.
I mean, there's some. It's mixed feelings. Like positively, it's nice, right? It's good that we've. I think that the discourse around the offhand parity and combat as a whole has never been so like intense and talked about. I think, in
Mm.
my opinion, um, and I have to attribute that. I have to like it's like I have to attribute it in part to the petition and the movement that we're doing. Um,
Really?
yeah, I think it's played a huge role in that. Um, I don't like to be like, oh look, like I am the reason for this. I'm not the sole reason. I'm not a reason at all, right? I just picked up the torch and I'm giving it to people.
Yeah.
Um, but I have to recognize that it has played a huge part in the the dialogue of why we need parity and a wider combat update down the line. So it's good in that respect, but it's also very depressing because I thought that um, it'd be added by now. I thought that we'd have it. Um, I thought Mounts of Mayhem would have seen something. It didn't.
Mm.
Um, but I don't. And again, if we will reach, I
Trial
believe,
chambers,
yeah,
as
yes,
Next put it.
yeah. It was a massive, massive, massive mistake to not at least do combat parity. Um, because then, like, okay, if we're like 2 years roughly from 1.21, um, then you'd be if we had combat parity and we were sitting on that present day, you and I would be talking about a wider combat update, right?
True.
Because it'd be
Yeah.
like, well, Bedrock has had this for a while, we've been on parity for a while. Now it's time to elevate. Now that they're both on the same level, and push for a wider because 1.9 isn't that great. We just needed it to like put it together, right? We're not at that stage. Like, if anything, nothing's changed, right? Nothing in the game has physically changed. We've always been able to use the offhand of commands. Nothing, I think, nothing's really changed significantly except for discourse, which is nice, but it hasn't filtered down into a result. I can't point to um, the offhand petition and what we're doing and be like, and there's the result, right? Because there is no result.
Mhm.
I'm pointing to nothing.
Well,
So
your results, I guess, are 638 votes. At least you have something to point to.
maybe, right? But there's a lot of feedback posts that have thousands of votes that have just gone unnoticed, right? Now I'm not saying that they should all be added. There's some like seasons is the highest rated, I think. I don't think seasons should be in the game, but they need to at least acknowledge it, right? And say no or yes or maybe. But
Yeah,
you know,
I agree. I forgot about the seasons thing. That was very popular last year.
yeah. Um
But yeah, the thing is about like you said, is you have created a dialogue that wasn't quite there before, right? Not as profound before
yeah,
this campaign started and evolved with this petition,
yeah.
and that's growing, and now there's people talking about this in a more sophisticated way. Obviously, you're on a podcast talking about it, and you've talked about this in previous episodes before too. And I know people in our circles talk about the dual wielding, and I'm sure that's probably because of you starting that dialogue. So I think you are having an effect to it, but I am sure that it can be somewhat dismaying at times to it going on now to the better part of towards 2 years.
Yeah, and it will be 2 years because I don't think the spring update or spring drop. um, I think it'll be released after the 19th. So I think that we will hit 2 years,
Yeah,
regardless. Whether the spring drop is, if the spring drop is combat related, then there'll be a bit of a kick in the teeth because we'll be like 2 years and like 10 days or whatever. But I think regardless, we are hitting now. Granted, the thing with we started on the 19th, but we've obviously like we may have missed a few days, but I've started like on the 19th, so that is 2 years. We're counting it as 2 years on the 19th of March.
gotcha.
Um,
2 years, 19th of March.
yeah, obviously, like I may have missed a few days. I know you've picked up a few days as well when I've been like, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah, I don't think you've ever missed a day, quote unquote, because somebody's. If I hadn't picked it, like if it wasn't Realm News picking it up when you wanted to take a break, somebody else did. I think.
Yeah, and I don't mind when people pick it up. I just want to know so that I can like memorize the day,
Yeah,
right?
and I think
Um,
we, or I've told you, like, hey, I'm going to run with this
yeah, um,
until you come back.
yeah, and like I get like it's important for me to take a step back and be like I need to like just take a moment away from this because it's draining. It is incredibly draining because a lot of the dialogue, a lot I get like a few like I get weekly people telling me like it's not possible or okay how would you add it, and it's like well one I'm not a dev, right? I can't tell you how I'd add it because I don't know, right? Um, but it is possible. The offhand is through commands. Obviously you can put items in your hand, but you can't use them, right? But the blueprint is there. I can put wheat in my left hand, but I can't use it. It's not animals can't get tempted, right? Um, but
Which is ridiculous.
it's stupid. It's nonsensical. But the,
It
the
is.
the blueprint is there, and it's not just on console. It is on mobile edition. So we need to get this idea that for some reason mobile is this I don't know like massive like island that's surrounded by water, and the water is like features that will never come to mobile. And it's like no, like there's just like okay, if you're playing on a Nokia, sure, right, I can understand, right,
Yeah.
rip to all the brick phone users, okay, but if you're playing on a high tech phone, high tech quote unquote, right,
Yeah.
you will be able. Like let's just think about this. You've been sat here for like not you, but the wider community has been sat here for over a decade playing 1.8 combat. That has been miserable, right? It's not good to play 1.8 combat. Like, let's be serious here, right? So, like, we need to change the dialogue, and I do fault mobile edition, right? Because it has, despite it being possible on mobile, it has hindered the efforts to add the offhand. Um, it's just a fact, right? It is a, and people hate when I say that. It is a fact that mobile, and it's not just dual wielding parity, it's a bunch of other features. Mobile has hindered the Windows edition and the console editions ever since Better Together came out. Ever since day one, since it happened, since it released, it's been hindering it, right? Um, Now, I'm not saying you discontinue mobile edition. I'm just saying you recognize that it is possible and do it, right? Just, I know it's like, lol, just do it. Like, no, I know it's more complicated than that, right?
Yeah.
But,
And I heard, I don't know if you listened to the full episode I sent you with Nex talking on this, but
oh no,
he
I did.
suggested,
Yeah.
okay, he suggested the whole Fortnite, like, hey, just make it so they can still play with you, but they just can't use offhand. I'm like, that would suck. Like,
No, I
being
don't agree
that
with that.
person, I was like, I wouldn't want to play, honestly. That wouldn't,
I
I
don't agree with
wouldn't.
that because there's a bunch of things that offhand users can do that that if you didn't have it in you're just at a disadvantage.
You would be
Um,
at a serious disadvantage.
yeah. Um, But
if that's what you're doing, like PvP or something, like you wouldn't have a chance.
no, I mean PvE is whatever, right? Who cares, right? That's fine.
Yeah.
Um, the problem with what Nex is saying there is the offhand already exists. It's already like in the game. Mobile already has. We're
It
asking.
is, yeah.
We're asking for parity. We're not asking like it's vague. I know it's vague, right? But it's supposed to be vague in my tweets to incentivize people to read what I'm saying.
In their tweets.
In my tweet, when I'm asking for
Yeah.
like please add the offhand, I'm asking for parity. We already have the offhand in every single edition, right?
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
asking for parity. I'm asking for can I put bread in my offhand and eat it? Can I put a torch in my offhand, go to a dripstone cave and place it down, right?
Yeah.
Um, the sad part is that there's literal add-ons, and I've tested this on stream, that have done this. Granted, it's different. Like I think you crouch. I think to like it's like realism craft or something like that. Where like I literally put a torch in my offhand, and I was like, oh, that's cool. Can I use it? Put it down, right?
Yeah.
So if add-ons can do it, right, and these are
Yeah.
like people that don't really get paid much. These are in some cases like 2 people, right? Why
Yeah,
can't
exactly.
Mojang just take the time and just like I don't know. It's like it is so baffling to me. Like the whole I can go like and I go in circles thinking about it. Honestly,
It is rather baffling to me too, because ever since I've had you on the show, every episode I give you a section of the episode to talk about combat. And
mm,
so we've been doing this for nearly 2 years,
yeah.
having this discussion. And to me, I almost wonder there's got to be a reason. Like, I'm trying to think, like, is there a business reason why they haven't done this yet? Is there something more beyond technical? Or are they waiting for an opportune moment?
I
Like
think
update or drop, whatever you want to call it?
I've
Because
I
obviously the numbering system's going out the window, or they're revamping all that. I don't know
bro,
what.
don't even get me started on that. Don't even.
Yeah, I
Goodness.
know. There's a lot of things coming down the pike.
Yeah. Um, I think Mojang are scared, and
Scared of what? Us? Or breaking in the game? For
both,
what?
both, because think about what happened with 1.9. Right, it destroyed the community. Next brought up a good point that a bunch of people in Java do not play past 1.8, which is crazy.
That's
Like,
sad.
like
So they don't get any of the new stuff.
no, none of it. Not
So
1.9,
you're just
1.10.
held
Like,
back.
like no one cares about 1.10, 1.11, and 1.12. But 1.13, 16, 17, 18,
Yeah.
21, like what do we do? Like the drops, right? Like it is like it is insane. Like, so like I don't inherently fault the players, right? But I do think your fans will make way for uh, a wider combat update. I don't think you need to do a new combat update. I think you just do 1.9 stuff with the dual wielding parity, and then you can do a wider update because that would brick the game.
Like we were discussing with Nex,
Yeah,
right? Like combining that with like, do you agree with that? Like them, so many people think that this is going to come out with the end update. What do you think?
that would destroy the game. That would destroy the game. Like let's be serious here. The number one thing you're seeing on Twitter, maybe Blue Sky, for the 5 people that use it, YouTube, and like anywhere that people can communicate with Mojang, the number one thing you see is end update, right? Now
Yes.
let's
Always end update, end
yeah.
update, end update.
So let's break this down. Combat is the most outdated system in the game. Objectively, it is. I'm sorry, people will think
Since its birth.
yeah, right. It like maybe inventory is like second, but it doesn't hold a candle to combat, right? Um, so take that, right? Take the worst system in the game. Then take the most outdated dimension, the most hyped update of all time. Like, Caves and Cliffs doesn't hold like a candle to this either. In terms of hype level, right? It doesn't. Like it just doesn't. What would happen if you merge the two, right? One of them is getting shafted completely, and it's not combat because there's already a blueprint for combat with the test
Yeah.
snapshots. It is the end update. So if you're looking at the end update and you're thinking, I want a revamped Dragonfly, I want new Enderman variants, I want Enderites, for example, I want new biomes. You think all of those things are coming in a merger with, it doesn't even have to be combat, in any update, right? End plus something, right? It's not happening, right? And the same would be for combat, right? If you want, I don't know, ominous events, if you want a new weapon, if you want whatever, right?
Yeah.
You think all of those things. Now, combat isn't really a feature heavy update, it's more of updating a system. So it wouldn't be too bad if combat got hindered. Um, but again, if it did have features, those features would get shafted. Some of them would, objectively, because that's just Mojang like to cut corners. I'm sorry, they're not lazy. Let me point that out. They're not lazy, but they do like to cut corners.
I
Um,
almost feel like they have taken on too much.
I think they're taking on too little. Frankly, I think,
Really?
yeah, I think they're not. They're not. I don't think they're doing as much as they can. To be honest with you,
Man, okay. No, that's a good way to put it. I guess maybe I worded that wrong. I feel like and I've said this several times. I think for the size of the company, um, they don't pay enough attention to the game. I feel like they need a bigger team or something. I'm not sure. Um, I was on my Happy Gas not too long ago, and that thing's still buggy.
yeah.
Like super
Do,
buggy. It sucks. I hate flying it. It sucks.
do you want to know?
Um,
Do you know the reason why? Like all that, what the reason is for all of this is because they hide behind a few words, right? This is coming soon, or at
yeah.
some point, or eventually. So I've said this so many times recently over the past like few weeks. When Mojang say soon, what, how would you define soon? Like, what time frame would you define soon as?
I'd say within a month.
Okay, Mojang's definition of soon could be next week or in 2035, right?
You're
It
right.
could be
Like the
literally,
bundles.
yeah, it could literally be anything, right? And it's like, no, right? We're not doing this. You're not some like indie company, right? You need to lock in and give us proper time frames,
No,
right?
you're very right. They are they
Um,
can't claim to be indie anymore.
You can't, yeah, right. You can't say for 2 years ago, yeah, there'll be more ominous events.
Yeah,
Where,
that is ridiculous.
where,
Because I remember you and I had this discussion over. I would listen to all of our episodes, Michael, and you were talking about how the ominous bottle was going to be revolutionary. You said it's going to be game changer. It's going to be the new way of combat, like in the future.
yep.
And there hasn't been anything. I don't even see pillager patrols ever since that got added.
Well,
Like
they've been like, I think they've been removed.
I think they have been. They have to have been because no one's seen them.
No,
No one.
I've not seen them at all. I have not seen a
I've
single
talked
one.
to other people. Actually, I need to make that a poll time question. Have you seen pillager patrols? Like, where are they? Put up like a a lost or a kidnap poster. You know,
Yeah,
like
like
where are they?
they're gone. They're just and like the conspiracy.
Why though? That doesn't make it's so weird. That's a big thing.
I don't know, but the conspiracy aspect would be like, oh, maybe they're planning something, right? No, because Java has villager patrols. If Java has them, why does Bedrock not have them?
We used to both have them.
Yeah,
So I remember last year they were talking about expanding on illagers. Were they planning something? That's why they bugged them out of the game for some
I don't know,
reason.
but they're planning. They better hurry up with their planning because it's been a few years, and
Yeah, and they have people recording this stuff. Like,
yeah, yeah,
I mean, come on.
like what Jeb was like talking about. Oh yeah, we're gonna do more with pillagers.
Yes, I remember Jeb was
Now,
the one talking about
now
it.
when Jeb said we're gonna do more with pillagers, I thought that'd be like, oh okay, variants. I didn't mean we're gonna remove them from the game. I didn't think that would be
Yeah.
the case.
Well,
But
didn't they have a whole video? Not like like they had a whole thing dedicated for that announcement.
Yeah, it was like I don't know what they do, like occasional like dev diaries or something.
Yeah, it was something like that.
Um,
I remember I made a report over it. I can't remember when, but yeah, it was I was like, cool. I was so amped up. You and I talked about it, actually. It was on November. It was your November 7th episode. You and I were talking about that last year,
yeah, it's
which
just
is crazy.
it is. It's just like, and I do believe like pillagers and ominous events are integral to combat because they could do so much for combat related things.
It would be so fun.
Yeah,
Like you could make instead of adding in more and more hostile like skeleton variants, which I love them. Work on the Illagers and give us some more like combat related scenarios in that direction.
yeah. I
I
mean,
think would be really neat. Skirmishes. I love skirmishes. I used to be a Call of Duty guy though, you know?
yeah,
So I guess I kind of like combat. I do like combat stuff.
yeah. I mean, I just my idea. I've said this for a while is that there should be a pillager version of pirates.
Yes, you did mention that. That would be so
Yeah,
cool.
they have their own ship. They have like a heart of the sea locked up in a cage. Because they're trying to figure out what it is and what it does. Um,
Mm.
so it's already like that's already pre-crafted because you need to. Oh no, I think no, you don't craft the heart of the sea, do you? No, but they're trying to figure out the science behind it. Um, and I think that they barter, not trade, but barter with pearls. Like they love pearls because it's shiny. It's like a color
That would be neat.
they don't really see pink in the ocean that much. So they're like, oh, what is this weird thing, right? And they'll trade, I don't know, like any sea, like coral, sea pickles, the tropical
Mm.
fish, like nautilus armor, which they could do, right? Um,
That would be cool.
literally just do that, right? Like,
Yeah.
or
That would be awesome.
like the isolager, like where is the ice? Like, it's just,
Yeah, man. I don't know. We were talking about that last year too.
it's just, I don't get. There's so many inconsistencies, and like to,
Hey, we got the copper golem.
yeah, yeah, it wouldn't have been my choice to be honest with you to add. Like,
Oh no,
no, but I mean, it's cool. I don't really
it is
engage with it.
cool.
Um,
I haven't used it since it came out, but it is cool.
yeah. Um, but like, and to link it back to combat, it's just like it's the point of the inconsistencies that Mojang have, right? With the time frame stuff, with the we'll get to it soon, or when it's soon. Uh, whether we grow grey beards, that'll be soon. Like it's just like when pigs fly, you know. It's just like we need a definitive like, is this happening or not, right? And yes, that does that remove the element of surprise? Of course it does, right? But I'd rather they come with a roadmap and they're like, next year there's going to be 4 drops, so no, it's not a major release. These are the vague themes. We're not going to tell you because we want to live up to expectations, which is a stupid. Like, okay, the
Yeah.
Mojang for years, for some reason, have like adopted this like phrase of like, we don't want to um heighten up your expectations. You are not an indie company. You should be exceeding expectations. To say
Yeah, that's
oh yeah, we're not going to do that. Like we don't want to. No, aim to do it. What are we doing? Right?
yeah.
What like and like how are you going to say that, right? Um, recently with in regards to 1.22, right? But then give us the Mounts of Mayhem name.
1.22,
Yeah,
1.123.
but they gave us the Mounts of Mayhem name early.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, you talked about that on
Why?
the round base
Why?
round table. You didn't like
Why?
that.
What? Why? Because as soon as that happened, I was like, "Oh, okay. Well, okay. They could probably do ominous events. They could probably do like some like full moon event. Didn't happen,
Yeah.
right? After
No.
years of them saying we're not going to do the names like as soon as the drop is revealed because that hampers, that will that may heighten your expectations. They then turn around and like, you know what? Screw the rules. we're Mojang. We can do whatever we want, and people will still not complain. So let's just release the name. And it's like,
This
why?
has also been a weird transition, a weird. I don't know. When I started the show, I came in at a weird time in Minecraft like history because things are changing.
Yeah,
Like things are just changing like since their 15th anniversary. And from what I've noticed and from what I've read in the histories on Wiki, it's just momentum's going a different direction, or they're taking a different strategy to things. Obviously, with the drop system, we see that, but there's more behind that. It just feels like there's something bigger. I don't know what their strategy is or what they got going on with the combat. Or
I don't
I
know
think the
what.
drop system's going to be around for a while, and I think that's going to have something to do with combat slowly coming into the game. I don't think it's going to be like a big update. I'm not sure how they're going to go about it.
I don't think it is because they've slowly added things over time, like the crit sound or animation. It
Mm-hmm.
matches 1.9. The reach that the spear has is test snapshot territory, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Um, I don't know if the bows. I don't think the bows. I'm playing the game right now. Actually, does the bow shake? I don't think it does.
Oh, when you
Um,
hold it too long?
yeah, like the bow will shake and your arrow won't shoot straight, regardless. That you could like now present day you can like doesn't matter how long you hold on to it, you can shoot and it will straight like you guaranteed it will shoot in that direction.
Yeah,
But with it
right, right.
wobbling, you know, it will lose trajectory and stuff like that.
But it used to back in the 1.9 it does
In the
in
test
Java.
snapshots,
Oh,
it did. Yeah.
okay. I do like
Um.
those features. I like that.
Yeah. So it's like maybe, may all you like. I don't understand. Just hide it behind experimental. That's all you're gonna do. Like, what if we just
That's a good point.
what if we just do the spring update? Right? They do whatever, but they also have over this coming year, 2026. We're gonna add the combat update, right? But for the majority of this year, it's gonna be put behind experimental, right? We'll see how it goes, right? But for now, it's not coming out until at least December, right? The winter drop. Until
Yeah,
then,
I like that.
we would love your feedback, right? And if something works and it's solid and it it doesn't screw with the game, we'll add it in, right?
I
But
think that's a brilliant idea,
that's all
honestly.
you got to do.
I never thought about that.
That's all you got to do, right? It's just like I don't understand who's making the decisions, and it's Microsoft, right? Obviously, but it's like I don't get it. I
But I
don't.
wonder that is a really great point. Why I wonder why they haven't done that. I mean, that seems relatively simple. I mean, we all know that the touchscreen, yeah, technical limitations there. They need to get over that hurdle, which you said that there's already people with add-ons have figured that out.
Yeah, and mind you, these people with add-ons would have to the people that made these add-ons would have had to implement this for mobile because add-ons are on mobile, so it is possible on mobile. Like
Gosh.
I don't understand. I don't. And like, if you try to explain this to like tourists online, they're just like, "What? No, it's still different. Like, you don't know what you're talking about." It's like, yeah, I'm not the professor, but I've spent 600 days
Yeah.
doing this. I think I know more than the average person. Just, and I've not even played 1.9 ever in my life. So, and like, but all it takes is just to do a little bit of research, play Bedrock for 5 seconds, and you'll think, this is stupid. Why do we have this caveman esque combat system? And why can I not put a pink flower in my offhand?
No,
Like,
it is ridiculous. No, it really is. My brother and I thought so. Like we just have. Like I wonder how many people think this is absurd. I'm just curious. Have you ever done a poll?
I haven't, no, but I would guarantee a lot of Bedrock people would be like, yeah, it's stupid. A lot of people don't want to change, and that's understandable. But
Why?
well, inherently people don't like change, right? But it's also
That's
like,
why that's such a lame excuse though, because man, it literally is just swipe, swipe, swipe.
yeah, um, it's also like getting used to it. Like I've this system is all I've ever known, right? To just spam is all I've ever known, right? Yes, we got the shield a few years ago, and things have changed slightly, but all I've ever known is just to spam click, right?
Yeah.
The thought of like changing that so there's like a cooldown or more stuff in the offhand, right, is exciting. It would have to, I'd have to relearn the entire game, the dragon fight, the wither fight, omnis events, the entire raids would be entirely different, and that's
Good. It'll be fun
yeah.
again.
The never would be dangerous because there's a with a skeleton, hit it twice with smite 5, dies. Oh, there's a enderman, hit it with sharpness once, it dies. Right, blaze, shoot it once. Like it's not fun. And the wither on Bedrock is crazy, right? It's crazy now, but I think it's an actual boss fight with proper combat. Like that is the wither and the dragon, because I think the dragon is harder on Java because you're not when it perches and flies down and does its little like dance, like I don't know what it does, but like, when it twerks or whatever, right? Um, Bedrock, like you're like, oh crap, let me jump down from the tower that I've just destroyed and just spam it, right? And at that point, you've got sharpness 5, you've got maybe strength, you're taking it down to a big chunk of health, right? You've destroyed a lot of health. Java, you're like, okay, same thing, but I can't hit it as much because one, cooldown, two, I want to get the most out of my hits, so I got to recharge, hit, recharge, hit. Oh, it flew away, right?
Yeah.
Now, there's an issue with the Dragonfly. It's not as intuitive, but like that's a separate issue with like a wider end update, right? Um, Now, granted, both versions have bed bombing, so again, it is what it is, right? Um, but obviously, the Dragon AI is also very stupid. But combat-wise, it is harder or easier. No, it's harder to kill on Java, in my opinion. Now, granted, you can blow spam, but if you're especially like axes as well, because that is the meta weapon, really. Um, you're not really like it's gonna take longer, in my opinion. Again, like I have not done this at all. I've never killed a dragon on Java, but I never will. But like, it's I don't know.
um,
I don't know.
yeah, I uh I obviously haven't ever killed a dragon period because I've never made it to the end yet. I remember you told me just to wait until they update it. Um so I might be waiting for quite a while.
I wouldn't. I would just kill it. Honestly, I bit the bullet and kill it. I killed it a few weeks
Okay.
ago, but it was buggy,
But
so that was fun.
yeah, and I mean it's buggy because it hasn't really changed since it's been put into the game, right?
No, I mean, my personal fight was buggy because I went into the end, and two of the pillars were already destroyed. The end crystals were already destroyed.
Oh, okay.
So like half the fight is over. Like, what's the point, right?
Yeah.
Um,
That's funny.
so that was a bit depressing. But like, um, I don't know, man. Like,
D- So So we were talking about how like they've been made like they added the spear, which is the most recent weapon, and it has what the longest reach now, right? I
I would
believe.
say so. Yeah,
I think it.
I have
I
not
think
really
that's.
touched a spear. I've touched it like once.
I think that's what I've read, and so I guess my question is, how is it that you what is it? Let's go this way. Do you want to see them so you want to see them initially just create parity between Java and Bedrock pretty much with the 1.89, right?
Yeah,
And then after that, after there's parity established, and obviously probably some time after that establishment, and then start to improve on combat, right? Like make it more, I don't know, give it its own uniqueness.
yeah. Make it more streamlined. Make it more forgiving. less tedious because 1.9. I don't really have any issue with 1.9, but it is tedious.
Is it?
A little bit. The cooldown is a bit much, right? I can understand why people don't play past 1.8 or 1.9. Sorry. Well, I guess yeah, 1.8. But like, there's a bunch of stuff in the test snapshots. Pretty much, in my opinion, everything about it is good. Like everything, objectively, is good.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so I don't really see why they're not doing that. But like, there's obviously with 1.9, you've got the sweeping edge that is guaranteed, like off the rip, attached to your sword, which is not really that good because
Mm.
there's just situations where you may kill a mob accidentally.
Oh.
So like say like you're out in like a plains biome or something like that, and you've got like a wolf with you, you may hit it trying to kill a skeleton, and it might kill it, and you'll be like, well, GG, or like a horse, right? Um, on Java, and it's also an enchantment, right? So that's kind of weird. But on Java in the test snapshots, let's say, um, the test snapshots made it so it's just an enchantment, which is perfect, right?
Yeah.
Um, so that's one of the examples of them fixing something with 1.9 that they should just skip to straight away. But
Gotcha. What would you like to personally see for combat, like beyond what's already seen in Java? Like, what would
um,
you like to see added?
I want more ominous events.
Okay, what do you mean by more ominous events?
I want to see an ocean monument event that
Ooh,
completely changes the monument, like a monument update, structure update the fortress and the monument, and give them ominous events.
that would be neat.
And then so like for the fortress, it's a hovering inferno. The blaze with a shield basically from Mob Fight 1, and I don't know what you do for the ocean monument, but like I don't like something like maybe like a weapon or so. I'm not even that bothered. Just update the parity first, and then we'll just like and then we'll talk about different bow types, different shield variants because the current shield is complete arse.
It is.
It's just it,
It's trash.
it's just not
It
like
doesn't fit anymore. It
it's
just doesn't fit the world.
yeah like axe variants, like give us a battle axe that's sharper.
Yeah.
Sword variants,
Yes.
long swords, short swords, like stuff like that.
More upgrades.
Yeah. Um, tridents, right? Like just
Yeah,
something.
Trident's been broken for a while. I know that. I don't know if you're familiar with Dig Straight Down Rebel JC, but his podcast. He's a big Minecraft podcaster. He's been
Mm,
around before me, but he's been pushing for Trident. I believe Trident changes for a long time.
mm. It's
I'd like to see something new to the Trident too, but no, go
yeah.
ahead. Sorry.
I was just gonna say tridents are a bit inconsistent on both versions for sure. Crossbows are dead. No one uses crossbows, so please just.
I used to just because I thought it looked cool.
I think they look. I think they're way cooler than the bow.
They're way
Um,
cooler than the bow. I own one in real life. They
yeah,
are way cooler than bows.
yeah,
I mean, look at Daryl Dixon.
yeah.
You know,
Exactly. So, I mean, he had like 5 crossbows. Maybe they're variants. So, like, we could take.
exactly.
Yeah. Um, I don't know. Like, but better armor. Like, so, like, chest plate. There's like plates in your armor because it doesn't.
Hmm.
It's like okay, I know Minecraft isn't the most realistic game in the world, right? But
Hmm.
if you take an axe to a chest plate, I don't care if it's netherite or leather. The axe should still do damage to your chest because there's
Yeah.
not a huge. It's very. I don't have my chest plate on me. It's a very thin. It's a very thin like thing, right? So what if you could plate up your chest plate, right?
Yeah.
And Like, dude, I don't know. Just do something. Please, just do something. Like,
What about like, and this is something I mentioned on Realm News, and this isn't real. Well, it kind of is combat related. It's armor, but like steel, like steel. You know, we have iron, we have coal. We
okay,
can
so
introduce the crucible. I don't know.
there's an interesting thing about this, right? I have
Even
a
Notch mentioned steel at
yeah,
first.
I have a genuine like question with Mounts of Mayhem. For some reason, there's a gap between a Netherite horse armor and diamond horse armor, and it's a massive gap. Like a massive gap between the like the strength of that. Why?
I
Why?
have no
Like
clue. Yeah.
because with and you could say, well, maybe the tools. No, diamond chestplate to diamond to netherite. There's a gap, but it's not that big of a gap. So I genuinely think there's going to be
No,
a
it's not a big gap at all, is it?
yeah. So unless they could be like, okay, we're just going to update netherite and make it stronger across the board, right? It's not just Nautilus armor. Um, yes, we can see the live chat. We can see you guys. Hello. Um, it's like unless they, I don't think they will, right? Because netherite is it's still pretty good, right? I do think there's some possibility that there's another tier coming between diamond and netherite.
What do you think it's going to be?
I don't know, but
Like
it'd be terrible.
a brand new mystical thing? Well, I don't think they need to do that. I
I don't
think they
think so
just need to
either.
widen.
No,
I think they need to widen the gap between it.
no, yeah,
Uh,
100%.
yeah, 100%, because it's not even worth upgrading to netherite, in my opinion. Well, I guess, I mean, you can go through lava, right? But
It's got
I don't know.
+3 armor, toughness, +1 knockback resistance, doesn't burn in lava. But how like often with netherite are you dying in lava? Uh,
Yeah, I
like
mean,
it looks okay. It's not the best looking armor. I'm gonna be honest with you.
no, it's not.
Um,
I 100% agree with that statement.
but
I
yeah,
don't own any netherite armor. It's so damn expensive.
yeah. I mean, that's something as well, right? But like, I think that I don't know. I don't think they need to touch armor like in a wider update, a combat update, past the test snapshots. They don't need to do another armor set or
No,
tier
we just
rather.
got copper. We can probably wait a little bit till something else, right?
Yeah. If they do, it can't be better than Neverite. I think Neverite is the pinnacle, but you're introducing tiers, so it's like Gap-ite, so it's like Ender-ite, right? Same thing, same toughness, same whatever, but the gimmick of it burning in lava doesn't exist. It's like, oh, it doesn't get destroyed in the void, or oh, like Endermen don't see you if you stare at
Yeah.
them, right? Something like that, right? But armor going forward should not surpass Netherite. It should be the same level with a different gimmick, in my
And
opinion.
that's what you're setting a limitation right there.
Yeah,
Like, don't exceed netherite. The end.
yeah. I mean, you could
I,
do like okay, 20 years down the line, sure, right? Add another tier, but at the moment, we need like instead of adding like some other higher tier, you do 4 other tiers that are the same as Netherite, in my opinion.
true. That's interesting. What? So, how does it make you feel every time they add a new weapon before they add dual wielding?
I hate it.
I
I genuinely
can
hate
only
it.
imagine.
I
I
gen-
bet that spear kind of, for
this
lack of better words, pissed you off,
the
huh?
spear is god shite. It is so bad, bro. It's so
You don't like the
bad.
spear?
It's so bad. It's so bad, dude.
You don't like it?
Next is gonna destroy me when we do. I'm not doing it. I'm backing out. I'm backing out,
You're not backing out, Michael.
bro.
You're not backing out.
I'm gonna get railed because I refuse to use the spear,
You've got to beat Nex. He's a damn American. You guys invented jousting.
bro. He's got like practice. He's got his own little server. Like he's good to go, bro. Like
Man, well, he's well, maybe you should have started your own server and started practicing, Michael.
But like, dude, I like it's just a disease. Like I don't want to touch it. It's just.
So what's the matter with it? What do you dislike about the spear besides they didn't give you dual wielding?
The cooldown, right? The spear has
the
for some
3.5 second cool. Wait,
yeah,
right? 3.5 second.
the spear doesn't have. Okay, riddle me this. It has a cooldown, but it's not the 1.9 combat cooldown. It is the Ender Pearl cooldown and the Chorus Fruit cooldown. And
That's true. Yeah.
why? Why? Okay, but put aside the nonsensical of that, right? Um, the sword doesn't have a cooldown. The axe doesn't have a cooldown. So why?
But it's lighter for some reason than
Yeah.
the spear.
So in what universe? Would you be like, yeah, I'm going to use the spear? No, you're not going to use the spear if the two other main weapons has no cooldown. There's no reason to.
Next kind of brought up a good point Friday night. He wants to see another weapon that's equal to the axe and sword. What do you think about that? Something that to a little bit diversification.
Yeah, no, I think the axe shouldn't be a weapon. I think it should be a battle axe, double-sided axe.
Yeah, I agree.
I think that should be what the axe is now. I think that there should be like I don't know why Mojang was like so scared to like no the sword must be the pinnacle. No, in what? No, like what you think like the sword was always good? Right, I'm not saying add guns. Right, we're not going to go around with AR like whatever. Right, assault rifles.
Let's bring it to modern age.
Yeah, right. I'm not saying that, but just like
oh my god.
Just like break out of this bubble that the sword needs to be, or the axe in Java's case, should be the pinnacle, and nothing else should beat it. Right? Nothing.
The sword should be pinnacle. You say?
No, like that's what Mojang is like saying. Right? I don't. Okay. I agree with Nex. I think there should be a variety of weapons you could use, and some of the drawbacks. But I don't know.
But so, yeah, I actually agree with Next too. I think there needs to be more weapons with that we can rotate around. Just to spice up our combat style. I think because it does get rather drab, in my opinion.
Yeah,
I mean it's cool that you can upgrade to a diamond sword and different, tiers. But I mean. Yeah, the battle axe, that would be so cool. I mean, a double-sided axe, man, that'd be, I don't know, that'd be just a simple recipe change to get that going, to differentiate that from a regular wood axe.
It'd be with the anvil, and you can't do it with, like...
The broken anvil?
Yeah.
It just had his birthday, I think, today. I reposted Mickey Joe's tweet. He's calling out, saying, please, he is like, happy birthday to the anvil, but he wants it to...
They're not
the cheaper tags.
They're not changing that.
I know they won't.
There's no. I would be so surprised if they're like, but like,
watch they will before dual wielding.
I saw it probably, but I saw a suggestion on the anvil. Like you repair it like your iron golem, so like tap it with like an ingot and it will heal.
Yeah.
Or something. Maybe like an iron block, honestly, or like whatever.
No, that would be cool.
It's just something. But the anvil as a whole, the anvil should be and could be addressed in a combat update.
It should be because it is a combat item.
Yeah,
indirectly.
But then you also got the fletching table. That is just cosmetic.
Oh my god, yeah. The fletching table, I forget those exist because I don't use them.
They're good for villager trading halls because when
I don't do much.
Yeah,
I'm an explorer.
I believe. Don't quote me on this, but I think when it's raining, villagers kind of disconnect from their workstations for some reason. But
don't they want to go home or something?
I don't know, but they disconnect. But some of the workstations, like the fletching table, they don't. They're always glued to it. I believe, and because the fletching table isn't expensive at all, it's like 4 flint and 2 planks, or 2 flint and 4 planks, something like that. It's not like 2 iron like the smithing table is. It's not stonecutter stuff. or cartography table, right?
Mm-hmm.
Blast furnace, which is expensive. Like it's just there's so much for them to, and like I don't know.
The combat all around is pretty held back.
It is it's on its knees asking for like a lifeline for something.
It seems like they just neglected the combat over the years and just focused on more of the biome structures and adding more, filling in those spaces, huh?
Yeah, it's cool that all the biomes got updated, but we've not seen a single new structure or a single new block set in a year.
Yeah,
That's
next had a good point about how we haven't had a structure since Tricky Trials, and that's pushing.
that's
That just we're going a year and a
ridiculous.
half on that.
That's ridiculous, bro. That's so
Yeah, it is because
dumb.
structures are fun to
That's
find.
so dumb.
And I do enjoy all the mobs that we got from the Spring to Life, all the variations, the new flora.
Yeah, I love the sheep variants. They're cool.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah,
The cow
yeah,
variants, the pigs are cool. The firefly
yeah.
bush is neat. The bushes, the cacti flower. That's all cool. I'm not complaining about that, but come on, Mojang. If, please listen to Realm News. Or you guys had one of those developers have had to tune into one of these episodes of you, right? Like,
If that, I'm not gonna lie to you.
listen.
If they're turning into Realm News episodes, they're not watching this one because dude, they will immediately hear me screaming about dual building for an hour and be like, "Nope,
They're just ignoring
yep,
this. They're like,
la
no,
la 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 la, can't hear you."
Michael's on this episode. We aren't going to listen to that one.
Yeah.
I'm going to I need to get a developer on the show with you.
Oh boy, that would be. Oh god, and I mean, if it was like, there's a few devs that I could probably talk to you about combat, but um, I would not
Let's.
stop. I would not.
I'm sure you'd be a gentleman on the show.
No, I would be nice, but I'd be like, so which version do you work on? Bedrock or Java? Of course, you work on Java because there's like 5 people that work on Bedrock. So,
I'm going to bring Notch on the show for
oh
you.
god, please don't,
No, I'm just joking.
please don't. It's just like
I bet that would get some views though.
it would, but it'd be like, yeah, guys, like Jen's getting some heat for something he didn't say, so I'm gonna repeat what he said. He didn't say that. You fucking bald
Oh
mong.
man.
And then he's like, actually, I had the same idea. I actually didn't like the creeper, but I added it anyway because I was like, I can't code, so I'm just gonna add it into the game because I'm just a bald, shiny-headed millionaire. Like it's just, bro, please go back to your
I'm
levers
going
and
to get a dev on
chests.
the show. I'm going to get a dev on the show.
It'd be
I'm going to get
huge.
you on the show to talk to him.
It'd be huge for your show to get a dev on. Like it doesn't matter what one it is. Like it'd be
No, it'd
massive
be fun
insight.
just to talk to one.
Yeah,
Just pick their brain.
yeah,
Honestly, if we can get one on one of the round news round table, that'd be amazing.
yeah. No, that'd be insane.
I'm going to push for that. If I can get Zerastrain on the show, I'm pretty sure I can make it work. I'll have to start actually pushing it.
Yeah.
Let's talk more about combat, but I would kind of want to shift from weapons and offhand to how can we spice up the overworld a little bit, and specifically with illagers, because we kind of talked about that at the beginning of this episode, but they're gone now, the illager patrols, and now all we have are these woodland mansions that don't look like they own them. They don't look like they own them at all to me. And
I
these
agree.
outposts that look extremely outdated and boring. Like they're so boring. Come on. Like I want to see, you want to talk about structures? Give me some more structures for the illager. What do you think, Michael?
I think there should be some type of settlement. I'm not saying a village, but I think there should be some camp um that they hold up in because there's no, like you said, there's no way that they made a woodland mansion, right? I think
No.
that um yeah, lays lived there with some other species, but that some other species is dead. So they went in there, killed everyone, took their loot, which is why the chests are empty, and imprisoned the LAs. And they're like, well, what do we do now, right? Meanwhile, there's a
Mhm.
camp, there's a settlement, not a village, not nowhere near the size of a village. Um, that has like a Ravager den or something like that. A blacksmith mini area so they can sharpen spears, because why do they not have
Yeah.
spears? They have a
Yeah,
mount
why?
but no spear. It makes no sense. What are we doing? Where's the consistency? Um,
Yes.
and like they've got some iron golem, like not a,
Prisoner.
yeah, like prisoner, or like some kind of like there's some explanation as to why they are so aggressive or hate villagers or hate iron golems or something like that. Um, there's some way to convert allays into vexes, and that's what they've done. They've taken some of the allays from the wooden mansion and corrupted them, and now they are the opposite of what an allay is, which is like a helpful passive thing to a demonic thing that can literally teleport into the ground and kill you.
Mm.
Um,
Mhm.
and then they used like the iron from the iron golems to make iron swords, and that's how they, like, it's just they're so like you could do forget drops, an entire update on pillagers.
Yes, that's what I kind of want actually. Um, well, not necessarily an entire one. I mean, I'd be okay with it, but I really want to see more. I want to see more of them. I want to see the patrols back, and I want to see more like change in their coding. I don't know what you would deem it as. I'm not a technical person. Their AI, how they maneuver in the world, like how they attack and stuff. I want the fights to be more interesting.
I want
Um,
I want pillager patrols to be an actual threat. Like
yes.
I want I want it to be a big group of them. One of them is blowing the horn, because you're hearing the horn, the raid siren thing, but you don't see
Yeah.
it. Like you're not seeing
No, you
them.
don't see it.
Yeah.
We
So
we have horns in the game, so why don't we see that?
so I want it to be like a jester type of pillager that doesn't really do damage but is still violent. Because it's making noise, right? Um, so that's like behind like the group, but they've also got some thing like a mob locked in the cage. So it's like, look at us. If you mess with us, you will be like enslaved, right?
Yeah, that's
Right.
true.
So they have like this kind of like power that, oh crap, they can actually do something, right? They've taken over
Hmm.
some settlement, and they've got maybe like, I don't know, like a sniffer egg or something, right? Something, right? And they've got some kind of item that is like they've gone out there and they've succeeded in something, and the player has to stop them. But in doing that, they're not it, because it's the raid, right? So do you tackle that? No, and the raid would have to be stronger, obviously, to you know, um, for the patrol to be better, the raid has to be better as well, and there's multiple ways you can do that. But yeah,
Maybe adding, maybe I would also like to see some new illager types in the patrol.
well,
Besides just the Johnnies and the.
I think the jester type that I mentioned that uses the horn there could be two of them. One of them could turn into the illusioner.
Ooh, that'd be
It's
cool.
like the jester type of thing is like a mask, like a persona, and then it's like the actual threat of a raid, and it's behind the pack. So you're going into a patrol, and you're like, the jester's not really that big of a threat. Let me take out the rest of them, and then the jester turns like an actual like animation, turns into illusioner, and is like the most violent one of them all, right?
One moment. I like kind of like I like what Triple X gosh dang it. This right here, Triple X Destroyer Triple X said biome specific raids. That'd be kind of interesting.
Yeah, I
Unique
think
illagers come on depending where the village is.
I think um I think that they should incorporate trial chambers into this, where if you have if you're in a biome where trial chambers can spawn, which is a lot of them, guess what? The pillagers have maces and they know how to use them.
That would be That would be neat. That would be neat if you were just. Could you imagine also? I mean, I know like this is random, but if you're like going through the Badlands and all of a sudden you're struck down by some pillagers jumping off hoodoos on top of you with a mace,
Yeah,
and just obliterating you. I
yeah.
don't know. That'd be interesting. No, I like that thought. Yeah, give them the mace, and they don't have spears, which they could have on the Ravager. I can't remember who said that. I think Next
Next
mentioned
did,
that.
yeah, and
Yeah,
it's a fantastic point because they should have at least iron.
it's a mount.
Yeah, it is. It's the first, like literally, like the first, like proper mount, and it's like, nope, nope,
Yeah, why is that? Do you think that they just literally forget some of the mobs
yes,
are in the game?
yes.
Like
I genuinely believe. No, it's not
in
even
the
just
world
mobs.
of
I think they genuinely just forget things exist.
do you think they write things down on paper still at Mojang, or do like in the world of AI where there's like everything could be tracked? Like,
I wouldn't be surprised. I
I
wouldn't.
mean, I could type like if I was a developer and I was about to do a mount of mayhem, a whole entire update over mounted creatures, I would type in ChatGPT, what animals are mounted in Minecraft, and it would give me a list. Like it
Yeah,
would literally give me a list, and then I would go through and do that to each, make that reparation to each one,
yeah,
that that repair to each one, or that whatever you want to call it, update, and voila. So in my head, I feel like they're literally just spitballing in a boardroom, saying, "Oh yeah, let's do it to this creature. We can't forget that one," and no one's writing anything down.
you want to tell me they didn't forget the zombie horse that's been in the game for well over a decade at this point, right? But they forgot the Ravager. What are
Yeah.
we doing? Like, what? 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 Like,
But hey, they
I,
gave us that netherite armor though.
yeah,
They did listen to us on that.
like that's great, right? But that
They
again,
pick and choose.
yeah,
I
like
swear.
they do, and it's so dumb. It's so dumb.
Unless they were already working on that netherite armor, I think they probably already were, and we were just asking for it, and they're like, "Oh, it'll look like we're satiating them," like here, we're listening to you. Here's that netherite armor.
Yeah, they do that every drop.
But
Though.
just
They do that
go
every
F
single drop.
yourself with the dual wielding, go F yourself on this, go F
Yeah,
yourself on that. Well, forget about all these new features, like all the bugs that come out with the new features. We'll never fix them.
yeah,
Well, maybe 10 years from now or maybe for our 30th anniversary, we'll, we'll, we'll fix the happy gas and all this other shit that they put out.
yeah. It's just I don't get it. I don't
I
understand.
honestly do think that they, yeah, no, that makes sense. They just literally forgot.
Yeah,
Let's just try. There is no other reason.
no, it's not.
There's 150 million people reminding them what to put in, and they didn't. I don't know, man. That's crazy. No, I'm glad that Next brought that up last night because that didn't even cross my mind about the Ravager. I'm like, wait, that's a great point.
Yeah, it makes
Like,
a lot of sense.
they didn't even focus on it. Actually, why isn't the Ravager even a? I feel like that should be a thing in the overworld on its own.
The Ravager should do a lot more than it already does than it currently does.
Well, it's only around for raids, and that's it,
Yeah, but
right?
it should be able to roar. It should be able to stomp its feet and cause
Yeah,
like tremors, right? Because it's a beast, like it's an actual proper beast, right? You should be able to get a horn. Forget the saddle. Like, why are we still getting saddles from them when we can
yeah,
craft them?
because
Makes no sense.
true.
Um, let us get the horn, and that's not like a thing you can use for like an instrument. It's some other thing, right? I don't know.
Like a drinking cup.
Yeah, maybe
I'm
maybe
joking about that. I mean, that'd be
maybe
cool,
like
right?
it's like we can laugh and joke about this stuff, but at least it's more innovative than what they're doing,
Yeah, it
right?
is. No, because the horn's so boring. I mean,
Yeah,
there's a lot of things you could do. Like you could make the horn when you play a specific, like a horn, like it do magic, have magical properties or something. I don't know, or maybe it can call those stupid allays. from wherever they're stuck. I don't know. But the Ravager, I feel like, to get back on it, I feel like it should be tame. Like I should be able to mount it.
Yeah, I
I
would
think
love
I
to
should be able
mount
to
one.
kill the pillager on top of it and jump on it.
Yeah, I think there should be a process of it trying to trust you, like a more intricate, like, oh no, never mind, it just shoved me off it. I better get on it again. No, there should be a better way of being like, no, you have to go out of your way to prove that you are like it's
Like
like
earn its trust.
yeah, like you control it now, right?
That would be cool. Like maybe you have to bring it something really specific in order. I know you have to like bring a special item to every mob in order to tame it, but
Yeah,
maybe
yeah.
something super rare to prove your worth. I don't know. To earn his trust. That'd be interesting. Or maybe an ominous bottle of some sort. I don't know. Gosh, I don't know. I'm just thinking now. There's a lot of work to be done on combat. I would like to see new I would just like to see, honestly, I want the battles to be more fun. They just seem so repetitive. I got so sick of doing the raid battles.
Yeah, I don't do the raids. I have like a raid farm, so I don't actually
Mm.
I've not done a proper raid in years. There's just no point. Um, I don't do trial chamber stuff because again, there's no point. I don't do um ancient city stuff because again, there's no point. Um, there's just no point. Like why? Like what?
So what do you do on Minecraft? You just build?
Um, I
I'm just-
a lot of it is building. Yeah, a lot of it is world building. So a lot of it is planning and stuff like that.
yeah, same
Um,
here.
I do like exploration sometimes. I do sometimes go mining. Um, but I'm building an entire settlement, so a lot of what I do goes into that and being like, oh, does this fit? Like, does this make sense? Because it has actual like lore in it. Um,
Mhm.
but I would engage in combat more if there was actually a system. Because what we have right now is not a system. It's just not a system at all.
It's not. It's very outdated. What do you see next? Like coming? What is the when the devs come back from their winter break that they take every year? What do you see? Because last year was the spring to life, is what they eventually announced after all the leakage. Like we got tons of leaks last year, if you recall that.
Hmm. Yeah.
And so, what do you think they're going to give us? Because Nex was saying he doesn't feel that there will be any combat update in 2026.
Yeah, he's not wrong. There won't be.
You don't? You think we'll go the whole year 2026 with nothing?
Yep, there'll be I absolutely. There may be some like pushes forward, right? In some like I don't know, but there's no chance.
Like maybe like what Triple X destroyed Triple X says, make it more, maybe make it more skill based. Like they're saying combat isn't skill based, which
It's
is
not.
right.
Is it?
There's no skill.
It's not like there's nothing fun about like I can kill a dragon. The only reason why I can't kill a warden is because it's got health, right? And I'm
Hmm.
like, but I can still spam hit the warden, and I can probably kill it. I'm not going to because there's no point, right? Like it doesn't
Yeah.
do anything for me. But like, I can kill a dragon easily. I can kill a wither easily. I can do a trial event, both ominous and regular, easily, right? Ocean monument easily. Like, there's no challenge. There's nothing there. Like, and granted, Mounts of Mayhem did do something right. Mobs are smarter with their mounts. Like, they will use the spear, like actually use the spear, right?
Yeah. And the upgrades, and like even with an enchantment, they'll pick that up instead,
Yeah.
which is cool.
So that's something, but it's not enough. It's not enough.
And that's why I say I think it's going to be piecemeal style, like little things added over time, like to combat.
Yeah.
And eventually it'll just be slipped in there one day, like, oh, I can use the left, like offhand.
Yeah.
But you are right. It does just seem so counterintuitive to have the framework there, to be able to like have something there but have no function whatsoever, like almost like just having a prop.
It is a prop. Yeah, it is.
And it's very odd that they would even give it that feature, which
And like, what have you done now? What you've done is now that because there's only like 5 items, right? The only item you realistically use long term is the Totem of Undying, right?
yeah.
What that's done is it's show the players this item is broken. It is like it stops you from that makes no sense in a survival game.
In the shield,
Yeah,
right?
right. It makes no
Shield's probably
sense.
the only useful thing
Shield
besides
like
the totem,
shield like you can block a creeper explosion like it's nothing, right? You can eat a charged creeper explosion like it's nothing.
which is crazy.
Yeah, it's nonsensical, right?
Like a creeper can blow a crater in the earth, but a
Yeah,
shield just deflects, doesn't take any damage.
yeah. Like it doesn't make any sense, bro. Like what? Like and now what?
Even in Minecraft logic, it makes no sense.
Yeah, there's nothing. There's just I don't know. So now what they've done is they're like, well, crap, the shield is broken and the totem is broken, so we've got to update that as well. It's like, yeah, no shit, because reduce when you reduce the offhand to just 5 items and 2 of them are only viable, but they're viable and broken, it's going to like cause issues, right?
No, it's true. Of course it will.
I don't know.
Um, where? Okay, this is Minecraft as of the moment is essentially a monopoly in its own right of its own. It made its own industry as a sandbox game, and it's the titan in its own field. That may change.
Not for long. Yeah.
I've been following Hightail for this whole Simon calling the Flam acquisition. It seems like it's going to happen, and that may be Minecraft's biggest competitor once that rises out of its ashes. Would you think it's healthy to have some competition out there? Maybe to light a fire underneath the devs?
Yes, Mojang needs that. They need
I'm
Hightail.
feeling that.
Because I think Hightail's combat is just a little bit, right? Just a tad going out on a whim here. No,
Like
way
light
better.
years ahead?
Yes, light years, and it's not even out, right? What are we doing?
No, it's not even out, and they have no. They're. I'm actually. I think I'm going to play some Hightail when it comes out.
I don't know. I don't know if I will, but it like. Oh god, I just hope it's good.
Triple X destroyed Triple X makes a good point, and they're right in this statement. I think competition is important, but Hightail is always going to be compared to Minecraft. So I'm not sure it's going to hurt Minecraft that much. I think it's going to do. I think it will be healthy competition, and that's what my opinion is. And I do agree with that statement because it did essentially branch off from the Hightail server, Minecraft server. It has its roots in Minecraft. You can see it, but
what does that tell you?
It looks like a fascinating game, man.
What,
I've been doing so much research into it. It just looks.
but like, what does that? Sorry to cut you off. What does that tell you? A branch of a Minecraft server has been like, screw this. Now, Hypixel still exists, but they've decided let's make our own game.
Yeah, that was fascinating to research.
Mojang, alarm bells, ring it like what? Like that is crazy. That is insane. Like, what are we doing now? Granted, Hytale won't. It won't do major damage to Minecraft, right? Nothing can. However,
well, who knows? Who knows?
Yeah, well,
honestly.
But however, in a year's time, when they do the same thing, 4 drops, same level of content, which is abysmal, right? And Hytale is out, which I think it will be this time next year. You're gonna look and be like, okay, Minecraft's not updating, and they'll be like, Hytale, that looks good. Doesn't matter if it's bad or whatever. I want to try that out. That's what the
CEO wants to do. That's what he's been saying. He wants to he says he's going to just put it out there and they'll fix it as it goes. Like they just want to get something out, which I love the potential behind it. It just feels like there's a lot of potential with Hytale. Feels
Yeah.
like Minecraft is very corporate, which it is,
Minecraft is
but they're also disorganized.
it's very corporate. It's very audience captured. The wrong audience captured. It's captured to tourists on Twitter that don't play the game.
Yeah.
Um, and it needs to change. Otherwise, the game will plummet, and it should.
I'll be interested to see when Hytale does make its big debut, and how that affects just how that affects Minecraft moving forward with drops and whatnot. Because I think there's going to be a lot of features in Hytale that people are really going to enjoy.
Yeah, yeah,
Like the whole world setup in that game seems, when I was reading about it and doing the research, it's almost like, how's this even possible to achieve? Like,
yeah. It's really insane. I mean, like they've done them really. Like I'm not like I don't really care for Hytale. Honestly, I don't like
Mhm.
whatever. But it does look promising. So we'll
No, it
see.
does look promising. I might try it out just to see what it's like, but no, I'm not going to be like shifting podcasts. It's
No,
not
yeah,
like I'm going to be switching teams or anything. But no, I just think it's going to be good, healthy competition. I think it's interesting to see like how that's progressing. And I'll be interested to see how people react to Hytale when it comes out. I think there will be a little bit of crossover, honestly.
yeah, for sure.
I really do. I think there's going to be a lot of people who play Minecraft going over and playing Hytale and both, doing both.
Yeah,
But I'm not sure.
I hope like Mojang just realizes that what they're doing isn't working. It's just not. It's really really not.
No, it's not when it comes to combat at all.
No.
It obviously must be working because I think their revenue isn't hurting at all. I think they're doing well as a company.
Oh,
But
they're probably doing amazing, especially with the vibrant visuals um packs that people are
Bedrock,
now making. I'm sure they're doing great, right? Their pockets aren't hurting at all. Um, but
yeah, I don't have vibrant visuals.
I'm not playing with it right now. But I don't really play with it. I like it. I don't play with it that much. So
You
um,
don't?
no, as some like I gotta get used to it. But I don't know. I can run
You're
it.
too old school, huh?
I guess so. Yeah.
That's funny. I think I am too. Even if I had a console that could handle VV, I think I'd probably still most of the time be in, just the classic mode, so to speak.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, Michael. What else do you have to say about combat?
Um, I would say on a like as a blanket statement, I would say it is not in 2026. It is not viable at all. We need to be serious and have a serious discussion. And enough of the whole. You can't criticize Mojang. It's free update, free con. No, we're not. We're
Hmm.
not doing this. We're not. It's not good enough. It's the best selling game in the world, owned
Hmm.
by the one of the biggest companies in the world. Enough of the excuses, right? We need to get serious. It's 10 years next year. Um, that
Jeez.
we got a combat update. It is not good enough, right? Forget that combat hasn't been updated further. The issue is that there's not parity. That one version is different to the other, and then we can look at why are the servers stuck on 1.8 10 years later. Um,
Yeah, that's a
in
telltale sign there.
in short, change it. There has to be a change next year. There won't be. There'll be no combat update next year at all. And when there isn't, I will come on this time next year, and I will not be as courteous as I am today because it's just not good enough.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're being so courteous right now,
It's
honestly.
taken a lot because, like, on Twitter, I've said this before. Because Twitter is Twitter, I have to be so careful, right? I have to be like, I have to be like, I don't know if like you've seen like a meme of like a North Korean woman that's like, Kim Jong Un is the best. He is the
Oh my
greatest leader.
gosh.
He is amazing. Like she's a news reporter. So I have to be like, I have to do the same. I
Yeah.
have to be like, Mojang is amazing. They've done so many good things. They've added vibrant visuals. Forget all the bugs. Forget that it doesn't run on old consoles. They've added the
Yeah.
Happycast. Forget that it was bugged for like 2 weeks. You couldn't use it, right? They've added Spree Life.
That's
Forget that we
funny.
used the
Yeah, you're
excuse
going.
of it's just insane. Like, no, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that everything is like butterflies and rainbows when it is storms and rain clouds currently for Mojang and Minecraft. It is, right? It's not going well. It's like, forget the base game. Where is the Netflix series? Where is
Yeah.
Spicewood? What is this mobile game that 5 people will play? What is this Minecraft movie that no one pissing asked for? Like,
Man, that movie
like,
number 2 coming out.
it's just so.
Such a shit movie. So shitty made. I guarantee you the sequel will not perform well at all. It was all hype the first one. The end.
Do you
It
know?
was a poor
Yeah,
made
the
movie.
sad thing is, right, I think I said this on your show. I said that now that the first movie's out, Jens can now work on combat because he was the guy,
Yeah, you
right?
did say that. You did say that. And yeah, because he spent 6 months over in New Zealand,
Yeah, right.
I guess giving them advice on how to make a shitty movie.
So I was like, okay, well he's got nothing to do, right? Come back to combat?
Okay,
No.
I'm gonna have to I have to say something about this. The fan base isn't all kids for Minecraft. Triple X destroyer underscore triple X. I've said this to multiple people because I have to defend my show. Actually, Minecraft was created as an adult video game. Their very first Minecon was in Las Vegas. For Christ's sakes, I actually had a guy on the show that attended that and spoke about it. Um, the average age of a Minecraft player is between 18 and 24 years old. It's not below, not above. Roughly, the demographics are about 75% male, the rest female. So it's not a kid's game. And I have to argue that because that's why I hate that damn movie. It was made to be a kid's movie, but the video game isn't majority a kid's game. The source is online. You can just Google it. I'll send it. I have the links actually. I think I've reported on that. I'll send them to you, Triple X. But the majority isn't kids. I can promise you that they're adults. And I can show you my statistics on my own show. The majority, my statistics of the show reflect almost identically the real world statistics of the Minecraft player base. So I'll send those to you. But that movie was shit. I agree. The Spicewood stuff, that's all getting really old. The leak stuff, Michael, I'm getting sick of it too, honestly. Um,
Yep.
the what else? The Minecraft, the Netflix series, I've been following that too. And they were what I made my last report back in June when they were in Annecy, or was that July? Annecy, France, where they were supposed to provide something, but all they did was provide some still photos, so they don't
Amazing.
even have any working animation for the show. So I am also, Michael, a little bit perturbed by how Minecraft does have horrible communication, because when they released that really short clip promoting that Netflix series, just as an example, we haven't heard anything since. It's just, that was almost 2 years ago. We're coming up, what, year and a half now from that. Spicewood, that was last year. Um, and all these other speculative um, theories or whatnot out there. But anyways, I don't know. Yeah, their communication sucks.
Oh yeah, it's not going to change either because like we don't. Again, what was their announcement of the whole? Oh yeah, we're going to talk about the version numbers changing soon, and it's like, what? What do you
Yeah,
mean
what's going
soon?
on there?
Is it next week? Because next week should be a good week for Mouse and Mayhem to, you know, push forward. You've got less than a month to release the update. Can you hurry the fuck up? Like, What do we?
Yeah.
Come on, you
No.
like. So bad, bro. It's why did I pick this game to devote my life to? Why? I could have chosen any game in the world, and I chose Minecraft because of its lack of left hand, and I'm left-handed. So I thought we need representation. Why? Why did I? There's got to be like some level of like self-harm or something that I've just been like, yeah, I'm okay with this. I want the leopard to eat my face. Who cares if Mojang doesn't talk to us at all and just replies with creeper memes? And the lead guy who made the game is misquoting Jeb and saying that so dumb. It's so dumb. And Jeb is in like Antarctica filming the second film for some reason, and you got like
No, I agree with you.
why? And then to top it all off, where's our community manager? Where are you? Oh, you're on Discord, Reddit. Why? You talk about Twitter being bad. You're on Reddit and Discord. The only good server on Discord is mine. Okay, that's the server you should be on, right? That's it, right?
No, the rest is pretty trashy. I give that to you.
It's
I really
just
do.
like it's just that like my point is the point of it. What I'm saying, right? It's not just a nonsensical rant, although in part I guess it is. They're scared to communicate with the player base, and they have been for years, and that needs to change, right? That needs to change.
No, it does need to change. I agree with you. And no, the numbers just reporting the numbers in my show. I'm like, this is stupid. And it's like 1 point da 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 da. But how are they going to change it? Just naming them?
I don't know. They're just
Like, I mean, you have to have a,
yeah, like
you have to have a, you know what I mean? Like, I just, why don't you just make it 1 point, the next number up? Just round it up.
yeah, like
Why change it? I don't know. Maybe I guess there has to be a reason for it.
But like the thing I'm scared about is they've already said they're going to talk about the version numbers before this year in an Embon interview, and they were like, "Yeah, we'll talk about it soon." It's been months. It's been a year. What are you doing? What What do you mean soon? Like, and you said the same thing again this week. Oh yeah, it's coming soon.
Yeah, exactly. It'll probably be maybe next year, the beginning of the
Just,
new year.
just close out the year, please, Mojang. Just close out the year and be like, this year in review, we've added some good features, right? We've added vibrant visuals, which is amazing, a huge success. We've done a lot of stuff outside of Minecraft, like the movie, stuff like that, right? Looking forward, right? Expect this, and this. All you have to do is it. That is it. And for some reason, Mojang are like, best thing I can do is rage bait people on YouTube for an end update. That's never going to come. And it's like,
No, that's true.
What? Please. Just a crumb. Like, you can deliver the cake later. I just want a crumb, a piece of it, just to be like, okay, we're moving forward. Because right now it's very hard to see that we're moving forward in a lot of metrics, I'll be honest.
A lot of metrics besides just combat.
Yeah.
I do enjoy all the new features, or most of them, but I am wanting I don't know. I am ready for something a little bit bigger now.
Yeah.
Structure would be very nice. Yeah, I would. And that's really dismaying when you and Next saying that there won't be any dual wielding or combat update next year, in your opinions.
No, there won't be.
Which I don't feel it either, honestly. How long do you think the drop system's going to keep going?
Years.
You think this is going to be a year, going on for years?
2028, I think we'll see a major update. I think we'll see 1.22 or whatever it is, because we don't pissing know, or we know that it's going to change. Like, you don't need to change like that. Just change the version number we play on Bedrock, right? Let me exit my world, right? On Bedrock right now, right? It's an IP address. Like, it's not a version number, it's an IP address. Like, what are we doing?
True.
right? It's just, and the issue isn't 1.21 or 1.22. The issue is what comes afterwards. It is 1.21.123. 1.21. Why? 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 Like, what? What?
I don't know, Michael.
Why? Why? You don't need to change. Like, and your excuse to changing 1.22 is we don't want to increase people's expectations. Give me a break. Just, I'm gonna like pop a like vein in my like skull. Like, I'm gonna like I've shaved off. Like, we talked about the positives of the dual wielding stuff. I've shaved off 20 years of my life to in this 600 days to get this thing added, and nothing's changed. Nothing's nothing except the dialogue, which I'm very grateful for. The community is talking about it. Nothing's changed. No one's like, what are we doing? Please, it's not hard. Trust me. I know it's not hard. I can't prove it yet, but I know it's not hard. Just lock in. Stop giving us pissing. Why?
No, it is.
I'm gonna have a meltdown. I'm gonna.
Let it out, man. That's what this episode's for.
It just doesn't make any sense. It doesn't, like, a lot of the stuff they've done or haven't done in some instances makes no sense.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all. No, it doesn't.
Oh, God.
No, I honestly. And then Twitter is a horrible gauge to read people's sentiments because all it is a bunch of rage bait crap
Yeah.
and shit like that. And like you said, tourists, which I'm going to start adopting that word.
It's a good term. I don't know who came up with it, but I've like adopted it recently.
That is a good term because man, and you've got threats and whatnot, haven't you, over your campaign,
bro? I was like
death threats.
I was like, better together was a mistake. I'm sorry, but it has to be said. And someone was like, no, kill yourself. Why?
What?
What? What? What do you mean? What do you?
Just go kill yourself. That's what they said.
Yeah,
that's insane.
Like,
that's insane.
Like
it's a game. No matter what you boil it, we can argue all day about any of this.
Yeah,
it's a game.
Yeah, like
like there's no reason to be throwing out those type of. There's no room for that language. That's insane.
It's
over your dual wielding campaign. That was over that whatever you said.
It was it was better together, which was the merger of all the versions to create Bedrock Edition. So I'm basically saying Bedrock was a mistake, which it was. Objectively, I hate using the word because people usually are like,
wait, Bedrock in general was a mistake.
Yeah,
then that sprouted out of Pocket Edition, didn't it?
Yeah.
So that's why you're saying that?
Yeah, it was a mistake, and a lot of people agreed with me. They were like, "Yeah, console was like the foundations on console was a lot better. Like, why did we use mobile as a starting point to build off of? It makes no sense." And like some people were like, "No, you're wrong. Die in a hole." It's like, okay, well, that's just Twitter.
That's insane. Yeah, no, I've had people like that attack me on Twitter too, just over some stuff I posted in the past. And yeah, I don't know. I guess that's just online, right? Just get all sorts of people out there.
But it's crazy because like this is not new. Like recently, Jeb and Agnes both got death threats because of like the creeper dialogue.
What?
Right? Yeah.
They got death threats? That's insane.
Yeah, it was like, well, Jeb got it because obviously he made a video, but then people were like, Agnes should die too. And it's like, what? What do you mean Agnes should die as well? Like, first of all, like,
that's insane.
Like, first of all, either one of them like leaves the company in any way, Minecraft is dead, right? It dies with Jeb, right?
So you're saying this game's only going to last as long as Jeb is around?
I mean, Jeb and Agnes are look at what happened with Lydia when Lydia left. There's like a void that's missing.
It
What
does feel like a void. They don't have
you
the storyteller anymore.
you don't think that will be even bigger if Agnes leaves, if Jeb leaves, if Orath leaves, if
No,
King B-Dogs leaves?
I agree with you fully. I just hope they start vetting the next generation to replace them, because somebody's got to take over. Somebody's got to grab the torch, figuratively speaking, and carry it.
It has to be King B-Dogs. It has to be.
It's got to be Realm News. No, I'm just joking.
It's gonna be me. Put me in charge.
Yeah, there you go. Give MichaelTBH the reins to Mojang.
You will regret this, but I will lead. I will make Minecraft great again. Let's just say that.
Oh my! Oh my gosh! I make Minecraft great again.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna kick out all the mobile players.
That's insane.
And then demonize them and take away. I'm gonna take away Minecraft from mobile players because they don't deserve it. So, and then
that's hilarious. You're just going to return it to the Java days. That's it. Get rid of Bedrock and mobile. Just get rid of it.
I'm just gonna get rid of every version. Like no one gets to have fun. No one's allowed to have fun.
You'll be the only one that's able to play Minecraft.
Yeah. No one's allowed to have fun. It's like that person that has the launch codes that is leader of the free world. No one gets to have fun. I get my
exactly.
I get my nukes.
Isn't that awesome?
Yeah. I'm allowed.
Oh my gosh. Well, is there anything else you would like to say, Michael, to the amazing Realm News community out here about dual wielding combat?
Well, I mean,
altogether.
I said like when this was announced like a week ago, I said it's going to be a therapy session, and I feel like it has been a therapy session for me personally.
Do you feel a little better?
I do.
I'm glad. Me too, a little bit.
I'm glad to like jump on and talk about it because it is a genuine like issue. Like it's pretty bad.
Yeah, in all seriousness, this has been a long running problem. Yeah, it really is an issue. I agree with you, Michael.
Yeah.
I'm glad that I'm glad you have this campaign going. I'm glad that you have created a space for dialogue.
Yeah.
For us to talk about this. That's I think that's the only way that it will eventually get put into the game and parity being achieved is through dialogue. That's the first step.
Yeah. So, I mean, I hope one day I get to come on here and celebrate that Wielding is added. I just don't think that day is next year at all.
Man, that would be amazing with the day that you come onto the show and we talk about the amazing new dual wielding features.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna when it gets added, I'm gonna come on and be like, actually, it wasn't all that good. Like it wasn't. Like
you're gonna be like, that was shit.
Yeah,
this is shit. This is.
I'm still gonna use the totem. Who cares? I'm gonna use the shield still. Who cares?
I want to go back to off. I don't want dual wielding.
Yeah. Like petition to get the offhand removed.
Yeah, I'm starting that Reddit page tonight. By the way,
that is crazy. That is next level hating. Forget being told to kill myself. You're literally demonizing my entire life's work. Being 600 days.
Your whole entire corpus just destroyed.
No, my brand is my left hand, and you're just like, no, it shouldn't exist.
I would never do that, Michael. That's why I have you on the show to support your campaign. We want dual wielding. That's why you're here. And we'll get it one day, hopefully.
Yeah, sure. I'm watching you in Next, man. I'm telling you, like, I can't believe.
Hey, you gotta keep your eye on Next. He's the one that switched. Dude, he's the turncoat. He's the turncoat.
Next, how are you gonna sit here and be like, I don't want to play Bedrock anymore. I'm done with it. I'm gonna move to Java. Like, that's crazy. No, like, we need more players here, bro. We need more players. What, you're gonna fight me on like Java? Like, how are we gonna do this spear thing? What, are you gonna move back to Bedrock when it's convenient for you?
Yep. Because back on the round table, he was even saying how he was considering leaving us again.
Next round table, Nex. I'm telling you, you better watch your step because.
Yeah, man. He switched sides.
Such a hater, man. Unreal.
switch sides, came enjoyed the Bedrock features when they were good, and then he left.
It's crazy. And he gets to sit on his high horse with his like
With his
amazing,
spear.
yeah, with his spear, with his amazing like textures and like features and nether roof, and it's like, you know what? I miss vibrant visuals. Well, you know what?
Yep.
Fucking next.
As he plays in his new SMP world.
Yeah, has friends.
Yeah.
Like you got everything, don't you? You little.
Yeah, he's got it all, Michael. Damn it.
God.
You're about to...
I hope. You know what? Next, right? I hope. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take. You said on your episode with Greg the other day, I'm gonna change my name because of my like rebranding, whatever the fuck. No, you're not. I'm changing my name, and you're not gonna get it. You're not gonna get it, bro. You're gonna be stuck on damp towel for the rest of your life, and it's gonna make no sense. It's gonna make no sense, but it's gonna be funny as fuck. Watch.
A damp towel
Yeah.
forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next, oh my gosh. I feel like there's some competition here. Or some playful jabs going on.
Yeah,
here,
playful.
at least.
Yeah. I'm taking your left hand. You're not gonna get it. You're not gonna enjoy it.
You're going to Jamie Stark him, huh?
Yeah, I'm taking it. Yeah.
That's messed up.
Yeah. The Lannisters send their regards, bitch. You're not gonna sit here and in like 20 years time we're gonna get the offhand. You're not gonna be like, hey guys, sorry guys, I didn't mean that. Ditch Bedrock. I'm coming back now. No, it's not happening.
Oh man, Michael, I have 1 minute. I just want to say thank you for coming on to the show.
Well, thank you for having me.
It was a pleasure to have you, man.
I greatly appreciate it. It's wonderful to come on here and cry and complain. I honestly, yeah. It's nice to complain without being told to go skydiving without a equipment or go into the nether without a fire resistant potion. Is very nice.
You're welcome back anytime, bro.
Yes, and I will be back.
Thank you so much.
I will be back.
And I got 20 seconds left, so I better wrap this up, bro. My friends, audience, thank you for tuning in today. Triple X Destroyer, Triple X, thank you for tuning in. Everybody else that was there, I will see you all at the next Realm News. I wish you all happy crafting. With that said, the Dark Lord signing out. Hey, Realm News fans, it's your host, the Dark Lord, the one who puts the real in Realm and expands your mind one block at a time. I am here to tell you that your support means everything. Spread the word by telling friends, liking, and commenting on Spotify or Good Pods. Find me on X, Blue Sky, Reddit, or via email at bio.link/Realm News. For more content, join my Patreon at the Copper tier for early episodes, bonus content, and newsletters. Find out more at bio.link/Realm News. No pressure, though. Just keep listening, liking, and sharing. That's more than enough. Happy crafting, and see you at the next Realm News.